Mark.
What's up, guys? Jason Lowe here with Jason Lowe Photography and Films, and today we're going to be talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, now streaming on Disney Plus. So all 6 episodes are out. I finally finished it last week, and I gotta say, it's definitely a very, very fun series to watch, and also very wow. So let's just say like it answered a whole bunch of questions that a lot of Star Wars fans had about Obi-Wan Kenobi himself after what happened after Revenge of the Sith and what happened before A New Hope. So let's go ahead and start with the story. So I do love the story about Obi-Wan. He apparently went through a whole bunch of like changes after Revenge of the Sith. So this takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So he's out in hiding in Tatooine, and also very close by to Luke Skywalker, who is only 10 years old at that time. And basically he's there to watch over him until he's ready to be trained as a Jedi Knight like his father before him. And the thing too that makes him so interesting is the fact that you know what happened between him and Anakin at the battle in Mustafar, where he defeated Anakin and left him there to die. He has been living with the fear that he was responsible for killing his friend, his brother, his Padawan that he's grown to love over the years, and that guilt's been living with him through the memories, the nightmares, and that really tore him apart to where he's not even Obi-Wan Kenobi anymore. In fact, he prefers to be called Ben. In fact, like the first episode, you see this runaway Jedi who comes across Obi-Wan and is just so excited to see him. And when he was asking him about how we gonna get back into the fight and bring back order to the Jedi and the galaxy, and to which Obi-Wan or Ben just tells him like, hide, run away, the Jedi are over. It's like, dude, what the heck happened to you, man? It's like you're supposed to be this wise and powerful Jedi master for like the old fans who've seen the old 1977 Star Wars back in the theaters. When they first saw Obi-Wan, like he was this wise and skilled Jedi master. Newer generations who've seen episodes 1, 2, and 3, to where it's like you've seen Obi-Wan in action and he's just kicking a whole bunch of butt. But now it's like you're wondering, dude, what the heck happened to you? Now, an interesting thing about that too is a lot of people could argue that, the whole entire series was just him going out to save Princess Leia. But I can argue that it was more than just saving Princess Leia, but it was actually more of, finding himself and saving himself before he's lost forever. And when he was back out there again, out in the galaxy, trying to search for Leia, he came to find bits and pieces of himself, and one of which is the person, the Jedi, that knew what had to be done. And that was the thing that I came to realize when I was watching the series, was that Obi-Wan Kenobi was filled with so much fear, and a lot of that fear came from his failure as a mentor to Anakin, and also as a friend, because he ended up killing him in Mustafar. And so he really felt that he was responsible for everything. And that's something that he's been running away for, over 10 years. And you can see this throughout the whole series when he was hesitant about saving Princess Leia, or the times when he came across Darth Vader, he was running. Like, he was running at the sight of Vader because Vader was his fear, that fear of failure and fear of like guilt, and that he's been running away for the longest time. And that's why I love the final episode where he finally faces his fear by facing Darth Vader. After so many years, he finally stopped running and accept who he is, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi. My favorite episode is by far the final episode. I literally got chills when, before the fight starts, their lightsaber whips out and Obi-Wan goes back into that classic pose that he did in episodes 1, 2, and 3 of the Star Wars series. And that's how you literally know, okay, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi back. This is going to be awesome. And this is also the rematch that we've all been waiting for as well. In fact, even throughout the whole series, I love the fact that it wasn't just Obi-Wan who was trying to, reconnect with Anakin or Darth Vader, but also Vader has been wanting to, face off again with Obi-Wan because of like basically a fear as well. Because for Darth Vader, he in a sense like has that fear that if Obi-Wan Kenobi is still out there, then there's a chance that he might overthrow him, because he was able to do that with Anakin Skywalker back in Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith. So he's out to prove that he's better than Obi-Wan. And like one of the episodes in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, in a flashback where Obi-Wan tells Anakin that your need to prove yourself is going to be your downfall. And that's why during that training, Anakin ended up losing to Obi-Wan, was because he was trying to prove himself. And that was a very important foreshadowing right there, because that's what led Obi-Wan to defeating Darth Vader. Was his biggest flaw was having to try and prove himself to be better than Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was able to damage a part of Darth Vader's mask to where you can see a part of his face and his eye, and you can just literally see like Anakin and also feel Anakin's presence. That lets you know that Vader and Anakin are two completely different people. And now that actually brings truth to what Obi-Wan said to Luke in A New Hope, which is, Darth Vader betrayed and killed your father. Like, Vader took over Anakin and made him the way he is. So another important thing that Anakin said to Obi-Wan too, while he was fighting to take control again of himself, was that I'm not your failure. So basically what that meant was Obi-Wan did all that he could to train him and to make him the best Jedi that he could. His death was not because of Obi-Wan, it was because of Darth Vader. So that was the closure that he needed, and that was pretty much the truth that he needed to hear to really end all of the guilt and the nightmares of what happened back in Revenge of the Sith 10 years ago, when they last dueled each other. In fact, like, it was pretty much official when Obi-Wan said goodbye. He didn't say goodbye to Anakin, he said goodbye to Darth. And that's going back to A New Hope, when you see Obi-Wan and Darth Vader confronting each other in the Death Star. He calls him Darth as well. Only the Master of Evil Darth. So it's like not Anakin anymore, just Darth, because that's all that's left in this, once, Jedi, is just Darth Vader now. For Obi-Wan though, he can finally move on and become who he was meant to be. So I thought that was a really great way of ending the series. Now, a lot of people can also, say that there's a cliffhanger at the end of episode 6 of the series, when, you guessed it, he meets up again with the spirit of Qui-Gon Jinn, and he pretty much rides off towards the desert of Tatooine to other adventures that await him. As far as Obi-Wan Kenobi goes, it was a great series. I absolutely loved it. The storytelling was great. The character development of Obi-Wan was Definitely really well written. If you guys seen Obi-Wan Kenobi already, please let me know what you guys think. Did you guys like it, hate it? I mean, do you guys think there's going to be another season or a series 2? Let me know what you guys think. And then for those of you guys who still wonder more about the series, definitely let me know as well. And if you guys want to check out more reviews and any of my projects, you can find them on my social media networks and my YouTube channel, which, speaking of, if you guys haven't done so either, definitely click on that subscribe button. That way you guys can get more updates on projects and events that I'll be involved in. But until then, guys, this is Jason Lore with Jason Lore Photography and Films, bringing you art, stories, and entertainment.